Good morning, guys. Wanted to share with you just a little bit about Mega Lunch this week. Of course, as you know, we're doing 4 lunches through 4th period. Now, we know everybody loves Mega Lunch, and everybody's ready to get back on that Mega Lunch schedule. But guys, we've got 1,000 freshmen here in the building that have never experienced Mega Lunch before. And we have probably anywhere from 250 to 300 new students to Dobie that have never experienced Mega Lunch. So we've got to make sure that all the expectations, all the things that make Mega Lunch successful here at Dobie are well known amongst all 4,000 students that are here. You know, guys, this is our 4th year of Mega Lunch, our 4th year. And seniors, you've known nothing but Mega Lunch since you came on. As freshmen, it was your very first year. And I know that you remember what that very first day of Mega Lunch was like and how hectic it seemed right at first in that cafeteria. And your sophomore year was a little better, and last year, your junior year was even better. So I'm expecting the senior year to be even greater. So we're going to give, of course, some pointers about Mega Lunch, about how to use your time wisely, about how to eat lunch and when to eat lunch. We're also going to give you the expectations and what we expect of you while Mega Lunch is going on for that 55 minutes. You know, there's schools all across the state of Texas that continue to implement Mega Lunch. Wiley High School out toward Abilene is doing it. Of course, the Abilene schools are doing it. Clear Lake, just to the south of us, is implementing this year because they came and saw it last year. So you guys are trendsetters. You're trendsetters across the entire state of Texas. People are taking your model, our model, and making it their own. So know that you guys have started something across the whole state of Texas, and it's because that you protect it. You know how to handle yourselves, and we want to make sure that everybody here in the building understands the idea and the concepts of Mega Lunch. So just take a few minutes this morning, let us run through everything, and again, next Monday, we'll start off year 4 of Mega Lunch here at Dobie.
Mega Lunch is one lunch for the entire campus. It is 55 minutes between 4th and 5th periods. It is split into A and B lunch for tutorials and clubs. You cannot leave campus during Mega Lunch. Dobie is a closed campus. Food is available in the cafeteria, vending machines in the 100s and 300s, and in the concession stand. There's plenty of places to get food here at Dobie during Mega Lunch.
All right, let's talk about Mega Lunch just for a minute as far as where you can eat. Of course, the cafeteria is open the entire 55 minutes. All of the lines are open for you to go in at any time. Purchase the food that you want. There's 4 or 5 different choices to make there. Guys, we also have some satellite locations. There's one in the gym hallway in the concession stand there by the gym that you can utilize to purchase your food. And then there are these. These are actual vending machines that has lunch meals in them. Same kind of stuff that you would get in the cafeteria. Simply put your code in and make your purchase there just like you would in the cafeteria. So these, I believe, are in the 1s, the 3s, and the 4s. And then the 200s may have one, I can't remember right now, but they're placed around the building strategically. So, if you don't want to go in the cafeteria, you certainly do not have to. Let's talk a little bit about one other thing for Mega Lunch. Of course, we have lunch detention here at Dobie, and that's where you are having some discipline issues. The assistant principals use Mega Lunch detention in order to help with those consequences. So what happens there is you have a short period of time right when the bell rings to get to the gym, get checked in. Guys, you're sitting there, you're reading, you're doing your homework. There's no interaction, no leaning on the walls, no laying down. You're sitting there on the floor for the entire period. We do let you go just a few minutes before the bell so that you can grab something real quick before you go to 5th period. So lunch detention's something you don't want to be a part of, but it is something that we do utilize. So I want to make sure that everyone is aware that when you're assigned lunch detention, when the bell rings for Mega Lunch, you go straight to the gym, get checked in, and then 4 or 5 minutes before that bell rings, the teachers will dismiss you to then go and get your lunch for that last piece. So just wanted to share that. So again, cafeteria is open 55 minutes. These satellite locations are open 55 minutes, so there's plenty of opportunity for everyone in the building to get the food that they need. All right, so what else can you do during Mega Lunch? It's a great question to ask, especially if you've never been here. Of course, there are opportunities for tutoring. Every one of your teachers, all 7 of them, have 3 specific days for tutoring. You need to make sure that you're checking outside their door, visiting with them to determine what days of the week they provide tutoring. And so obviously you need that extra help. You need to review something that you maybe didn't catch in class. You need to make up an exam that you are absent for. You need to retake a failing exam. Guys, if you fail an exam here at Dobie High School, understand you can request a retake so that you can study and get a better grade on it. We want to make sure that you're gaining the knowledge that is necessary to be successful in that course. So you can do a retake exam during Mega Lunch. So those are things, again, if you just need some extra help, it's a specific thing, or sometimes the teachers have what they refer to as invitational tutoring. So in other words, they understand that you're struggling with something and they invite you to come at a specific time, and it's this focus group that's just focusing on a specific standard or a specific objective that maybe you struggled in. So those are things that you can do, of course, tutoring wise. Of course, we have clubs. We have clubs every day, both A and B lunch, that are hobby and interest clubs. They're also when National Honor Society meets, the math club, the Spanish club, but the hobby and interest clubs like movie club, book club, salsa dancing club, fantasy football club. There's just all kind of clubs for you to join and go at your leisure, again, during Mega Lunch. And of course, there is also always the opportunity to socialize and hang out and kind of take some downtime between 4th and 5th period to kind of get your mind geared back, ready to go for the afternoon classes. So there's a lot of things to do during Mega Lunch besides just eat lunch and hang out. We've got tutoring, we've got clubs for you to participate in and be a part of. So make sure that you plan your time wisely. That's one thing that we teach a lot of math and science and social studies and English and fine arts and electives and all these other things. Time management's a huge piece of growing up and being mature. So manage your time wisely during Mega Lunch. Plan out your week. All right, I'm going to do this, this, and this. There's an A lunch and a B lunch, remember? And Miss So-and-so has B lunch tutoring, so I need to make sure that I eat A lunch that day so I can go to tutoring during B lunch. And my club meets on Thursday during A lunch, so I know I'm going to eat B lunch. Time management, critical skill as you get older, as you become adults. So work on it now. So just wanted to share with you a little bit about what you can do during Mega Lunch, of course, besides eat food. Okay, so that's kind of a breakdown of Mega Lunch and everything that Mega Lunch is about. Let me just say a few more things here. One, of course, where you can eat. Obviously, you can eat in the cafeteria. You can sit in our hallways and eat in the eat in the hallways, sitting on the floor or wherever down the hallways, the main hallway, the fine arts hallway. There's several places in which you can eat. You can actually eat in your classrooms if your teacher allows that, okay, guys? So make sure that you check with them. You should have signs up that says food allowed, no food allowed. The only thing that we do ask is that you throw that trash away in the hallway, not in that teacher's trash can, okay? So don't finish your burrito or halfway finish your burrito and then throw it in their trash can in that classroom, because it's going to sit there for 3 or 4 more hours before it gets picked up. So make sure that you throw that trash away out in the hallway. Speaking of trash, that's one of the main things that we check on here at Dobie is the trash. In order for Mega Lunch to keep going, in order for Mega Lunch to continue to be productive and us to utilize it, we ask that you pick up after yourselves. Okay? If we're going to do Mega Lunch and we're going to give you this 55-minute period to eat, to socialize, to go to tutoring, to get the extra help you need, to go to clubs, all the things that happen during Mega Lunch, we've got to have you guys cleaning this place up. If we're going to open the entire building up to you to eat, you're going to have to pick up after yourself. So that means you pick your trash up. You don't leave it in the hallway. You don't leave it at the table in the cafeteria. You don't leave it outside. There were several of you last year that would go outside and you'd eat your stuff and then you just set it on the ground and let it blow all over the place. Guys, it's got to get cleaner on that. All right, so pick that trash up, throw that away. That's a major component of Mega Lunch and us keeping Mega Lunch around. The second piece of that thing that's very important, of course, is your behavior. We cannot have the silliness, the running around. This isn't recess, okay? It's not elementary recess where you can run all over the building and act silly. No, that's not going to happen. You can't have, these confrontations, whether they be verbal, where you're spouting off at each other across the hall or in the cafeteria, or fights or physical confrontations out and wherever. Cannot have that during Mega Lunch, okay? If you want to protect the time, if you want Mega Lunch to continue here at Dobie, those are things that have to not happen. Guys, this building is huge, all right? So if you've got a problem with somebody, if you've got a beef, if they put something on Twitter or said something about you on Facebook or Snapchat or whatever it is, the social media stuff, leave it alone. Stay away from them. This building's big enough that during Mega Lunch, you can be on one end of the building and they can be on the other, and you do not have to cross paths. All right? If you don't cross paths, then there's no way to have a verbal or a physical confrontation. I do not expect it and will not accept it. You will be punished and punished severely. You'll get that 3-day suspension. And if you fight, you're going to get the 3-day suspension and 10 days, which is 2 weeks, at our guidance center. We're not going to tolerate it at all. There will be no questions asked. It will be an automatic placement at the guidance center for 2 weeks. So those are the 2 things you've got to do to protect Mega Lunch, to keep Mega Lunch from happening here at Dobie. Again, pick your trash up, throw your trash away, keep our campus clean, and behave yourself during Mega Lunch. And that means everything from acting silly and running around chasing each other, to fights, to verbal confrontations, to everything. Stay away from all that stuff. So hopefully that gives you a good understanding of Mega Lunch. Of course, those that have been here in the past understand it. They know it. Freshmen, this should be your first introduction to it. And then, of course, if you're a new enrollee at Dobie, this is something going to be new to you. So hopefully you've had your answers or your questions answered. If not, come by and see one of us as administrators, and we'll make sure to answer those questions. Now, remember, we start Mega Lunch Monday, August 29th. So we're not going to do it this week, of course, but following next week, August 29th, we will start Mega Lunch. One tip for the first day. For all these years that you've done lunch, when the bell rings, you go to the cafeteria. Let me give you some advice. Not everyone go to the cafeteria. We cannot put 4,000 students in that cafeteria. So you need to make plans throughout this week and the weekend of what it is you're going to do on Monday during Mega Lunch. Where are you going to meet your friends at? Are you going to go to tutoring? Are you going to eat first during A lunch and then go do something B lunch? Or are you going to do something during A lunch and then come down and eat during B lunch? Make your plans now, but do not everyone come to the cafeteria when that bell rings, because there won't be room. You'll be frustrated. The lines will be too long. Go ahead, make your plan now. Remember, time management is an essential skill. Let's start planning for that right now. So we're excited. This is year 4 of Mega Lunch. Expected to be a great time, of a great opportunity for you as students here at Dobie to take advantage of tutoring and retaking exams and making up exams and joining clubs and hobby clubs and interest clubs and other type of academic clubs, and then having a time to just kind of socialize and hang out with your friends as well. So take advantage of it, but protect it. Do the things that are necessary to protect that Mega Lunch time. So we look forward to it. Remember, Monday, August 29th, Mega Lunch begins, year 4, Dobie High School. Go Horns.